Hi, this is Nancy Pav with Century 21 Redwood Realty, and I am here with Anthony Barr with Main Street Home Loans.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Anthony. And we are going to be talking about loan programs, and it's actually going to be a 4-part series on loans, and we're going to start with VA loans.
Yep, and before we jump into specific loans, there are different type of loans that a buyer can utilize, and it all depends on what the situation is of that buyer. And again, loans are like shirts, right? You can find them anywhere. There are different colors, different sizes, different models. There's a lot to choose from, right? And you have 3 shirts in your closet. You have to pick the right one for the occasion. So we'll talk a little bit about loan programs in this 4-part series.
The first loan program we're going to talk about is a VA loan. And a VA loan is meant for veterans and active duty military.
Right.
So tell me about how someone would go about getting a VA loan.
Well, to access the VA loan, VA stands for Veterans Administration. To access that kind of loan, you have to be serving in the military or have served in the military, National Guards, reserves. So any branch of the military works. It's a pretty good, decent loan because it doesn't have monthly mortgage insurance. So it's very affordable on a monthly payment. And it has 0% down requirement. So you can just buy a house without any down payment on a VA loan.
Fantastic. Does the buyer have to go with no money down, or can they put money down?
They can put money down, but sometimes you go into, is it really worth it, right? Should I spend $10,000, $20,000 out of my savings to save $100 a month, right? So the money is probably better spent somewhere else than in a down payment. But yes, you can put as much as you like to put down on a VA loan.
Okay, so it sounds like you sit down with the buyer to determine whether it makes sense to put that down or to keep it in a savings account. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
Fantastic.
We just do an analysis and figure out what's the best strategy for the buyer at that time. And if he qualifies for VA, it's been in the military or National Guards reserves, we can go ahead and really determine what the best course is.
Okay, fantastic. And is there a maximum loan amount for a VA loan?
No.
So that's new, right?
It's kind of new. So VA acts as an insurance company for the lenders, right? Veterans Affairs insures or guarantees the loan. So the buyer pays a funding fee, which is the equivalent to a mortgage insurance, and that's the guarantee or the mortgage insurance for the loan, right? And there's no limit as far as how much you can go, but it's relative to what they want to do and the circumstances and income that the buyer has.
Okay. And are there any unusual features to the VA loan? Like I knew years ago that the seller could pay some of the debts of a veteran. Mm-hmm. Is that still applicable?
That still applies. The seller can pay the buyer's closing cost. The only thing the buyer cannot pay is for inspections on the house. So they can pay their home inspection, but if you need to do a termite inspection or something of that nature of the house, the buyer cannot pay. Anyone else can pay it, not necessarily the seller, but the buyer VA says the buyer cannot pay for those inspections.
Okay, great. And then another thing that has come up recently with VA loans is the appraisal contingency. Mm-hmm. If you're using a VA loan, can you waive the appraisal contingency on that loan?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
As a buyer, you can waive the appraisal contingency because it's your right.
Okay.
Ultimately, the loan will be based on the lesser of the sales price or the appraised value. So the lender's we're gonna order an appraisal regardless if it's waived or not. And
Okay.
The loan is gonna be determined by that appraised value.
Okay. And so if they were to waive the appraisal contingency and there was a shortage, the house appraises for less than what they bought it for,
Mm-hmm.
then they would just pay the difference out of pocket.
That is correct.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, great. And anything else we need to know about a VA loan?
Yeah, there are different little things here and there, but what I tell my clients is once you sit down and we see your finances and we have a full application, we can determine what the best loan is for you at that right time.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.
If you have any questions about VA loans, please feel free to reach out to us. Our information is below.